Okay, good morning, everybody. I woke up today to a glorious day. And as I do every single morning, I stepped on the scale. I lost 2 pounds since Monday. That's because we've been eating smart, lots of salads and whatnot. Well, that all ends right now. For breakfast, I had one of those skinny little bagels, and I put some cream cheese and apple butter on that, which reminded me of these extraordinary little apple butter filled empanadas. So we're gonna start with that and then move on from there. Oh my God, you're gonna love it. So all you do, this is simple as can be. I have 1 cup or so of regular old flour. You can add more if you need it. We'll see what happens. And I've added 2 tablespoons. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Put that in there. All right, that's for beginning. To that, we're gonna add that right to my food processor. Blah, blah, blah. Can you see that? Well, kind of. All right, goes like this. Okay, so that's all in there. Now I have taken and chilled, cut into little pieces, 6 tablespoons of butter. And I cut that in a few little pieces, smaller, easier to blend. And I chilled them. You gotta chill them, it's gotta work that way. And here is 6 ounces of cream cheese, also chilled and cut into small little cubes. Blah, 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 throw that in. Oh, what we're doing is we're making a real simple cream cheese dough. Can't go wrong with that. Well now, where the fuck is my, there it is. You put the little whatnot on the whatnot. You all follow me. And to this, we're gonna pulse. Once we get it started that way, you add 1 egg. Okay. Until a dough forms. Caution yourself against over blending any of this stuff. Let's see. Already delicious. Now, by the magic of television, I put some flour, I'm generous with the flour, on my board. And now we're just gonna turn this out onto the board and gently knead it all together. Gonna make a nice little dough ball that's gonna sit in the refrigerator for an hour or so to chill and kind of gel together. So you don't need to watch all that. But while I'm starting this, what are you gonna do for somebody else today? I suggest you go buy some cream cheese, make yourself a nice little dough ball, and make some empanadas. By the way, everything is better in a crust. I know you know I'm right. Okay, that came together nicely. So this is gonna get just wrapped in a little saran wrap, some kind of plastic covering, and chill out in my refrigerator for an hour or 2 while I go shopping for the other ingredients that I need to make our main course today. You are going to either love me or hate me today. Could be a little combo of both. Let's do this. Okay, my darlings. Here's the dough that we made earlier. This chilled out in my refrigerator for about an hour, maybe a little more. So I'm just gonna flour my board, flour it, both sides, and start rolling it out best you can. Keep turning, keep rolling, and we're gonna end up with 5 or 6 squares of very delicious dough here. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about. Who needs to watch this shit? Okay, so magically, 5 little delicious squares appeared. And then I'll show you how we fill this. These can be filled with absolutely anything that you like. I'm gonna use an apple pie filling. Store-bought, delicious. The only rule here is be cautious not to overfill them because then you got a problem, Paulie, as they say. So about like that. You put that in, Are you following me? And then you fold it over. Okay, smash it down a little bit with your fingers. I should have put a little water in there. Fuck. Let's go back and put some water in there. It just acts like a glue. Boom, bada boom. And then we're going to crimp it closed just with a fork. Any which way. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to finish this and then show you how we finish it from there. Oh, all right. I've made 5 delicious empanadas with this. Now, there's another little trick that I learned quite by accident so that they fluff up a little bit more, is I kind of put them, I lift them a little bit before I put on an egg wash. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. It doesn't hurt. Put on the egg wash. This is just going to make it a beautiful color when we're all finished and help to make it a little crispier. Then all you do for the magical finish part of this is cinnamon sugar. Sprinkle that on generously. Okay? Because why? Because we can. So do that for all 5 and then into a 350-degree oven for till it looks done to you. It'd be 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. And then we're gonna eat them with Cool Whip. I'm telling you, I lost 2 pounds. Can't have that. Nope. I'm gonna put it right back on my ass. Alrighty. And the oven is ready to go. Here we go. Alexa, set the timer for 15 minutes, please.
15 minutes, starting now.
It's the only one that listens to me completely like that. I kind of dig it. All right, now we're gonna come up, stand by for the main course. We start with dessert. This is what I do. I always start with dessert because what if I drop dead during dinner and I miss dessert? No, it's no good. Dessert's gonna be... Okay, moving on with our high-fat, high-calorie, high-carb meal. I'm gonna do a 1-pot Cheaters chicken pot pie. The Cheaters is because I'm gonna use Popeye's fried chicken in this recipe. I suspect a lot of you have a lot of leftover fast food, carry-out, stuff like that. Well, here's a way you can put it together for a 1-pot meal for dinner. Now we start with my absolutely glorious homemade buttermilk biscuit recipe that I published about a month ago. And that contains 2.5 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of salt. To that, we add 2 cups of buttermilk and mix that up. Then I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator to cool for a little while we're waiting. Now, the only difference between this and what I've done before is I'm using a whole wheat flour. Why? It's all they had left on the shelves in the store. I'm sure it'll be delicious. It's just a little browner than normal, which is okay. Add more flour if you need it, add more everything if you need it. But I think this will be fine. Delicious. So let me refrigerate this, and then I'll show you what we do from there. Okay, here's the beginning of our 1-pot meal. I'm starting with, this much butter in a pan, and I have diced up a couple of carrots. Throw those in there and start with that. As soon as these get a little more cooked, we're going to throw in peas and a whole bunch of other stuff. But start by getting these a little cooked. You'll see. This is going to be so good. Are you guys eating a lot of fast foods while this is going on? I'm not. Matter of fact, I was #1 in line today at Popeye's, which is my personal favorite fast food takeout chicken. I don't do it often because, oh my God, I don't need any more dimples on my ass. However, with my little weight loss of the week so far, we can't have that. I decided to do that. So you're gonna love it. You are gonna love it. I love this kind of cooking. It's one pot. It's gonna go in the oven. You're gonna like it. Oh, it's a sunny day. Okay, those carrots are pretty well cooked. So now we're going to add some young baby peas to this. We're gonna turn the heat down. Wait. Okay, mix that up. Stop your noise. There you go. Mix that together. And then I'm gonna add a can of condensed chicken soup. Just, you know, the flavor. Oh, this is gonna be so good, but so bad for you. Whatever. Get that all mixed together. And I have some chicken stock here. I'll add some of that. Get that going and get everything mixed together. Now, because I went and bought this morning, they gave me, of course, some mashed potatoes and gravy. Let's just put it in. Why not? We have it. It's all flavor. Throw it in there. Mix it up. Do you hate me yet? A bit. Here's when it starts getting good. Okay. That is all blended together brilliantly. Carrots, peas, mashed potatoes, a can of condensed chicken soup, and some chicken stock. To that, we're going to add the cut up chicken from Popeyes. Be sure to add all those delicious, crispy other things that come. Don't take the skin off. That's where the yummy is. Mix that all together. Try to get it even throughout your pan. And then you start the real good part, ladling on your buttermilk biscuits. Well, ladle is the wrong word. 2 chunks of the buttermilk biscuit mix throughout the whole thing. If I do this right, the whole thing will get a crust of this biscuit. It's hard to tell how long to cook it, but I'm gonna put it in a 450 degree oven for at least, I'd say 30 minutes, possibly more. All the food I cook, you pretty much have to just watch it and see when it's done. If it looks done, it's done. Take it out and eat it. Once you take it out, you need to wait 10 to 15 minutes before you serve it. Otherwise, your mouth, she not gonna be happy. So this is good. This is gonna be delicious. You can feel free to do this with pretty much any leftover food that you have. This wasn't a leftover for me. I went out and bought it because I wanted to show you how to do it. And therein lies my excuse for eating Popeyes. My empanadas are still in the oven, so as soon as they come out in a few minutes, we'll put this in. Do you hate me now? Well, here you go. The empanadas cooked for about 35 minutes. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty? All done. At 350 degrees. I just raised the oven to 450 degrees. I'm gonna put this chicken in there and stand by. You may hate me, but I love you. Okay, folks. It's been about 30 minutes and our 1 pot chicken pot biscuit is done. So here we go. Oh, numbers. Oh, look at that beautiful thing. Are you with me? I'm not going to touch this for at least 15 or 20 minutes because I like my mouth. I would like to keep it a little while longer. But that's all there is to it. It's the easiest thing in the world to make. So if you got any leftover anything, this camera's going a little off. If you got any leftover anything, throw it in a pot. Put some crap on top. You can do anything you want, any kind of ingredients you want. Just cook together. It's a lot of fun that way. Bon appetit. I'll publish this soon. Smells good. I'll eat a bowl and then I'll give away the rest. And that's how I'll hopefully get by with this. Get outside today if you're Illinoisans. Go to a park. Walk around a golf course. Do something wonderful for somebody else. We're going to get through this together, kids. Not quite sure how, but I know it's going to happen. Might be with food. Well, there you go. Isn't that yummy? It smells good in here. It looks delicious. Eat your fill and give away the rest. That's just how we're going to get through together. Share everything. That works for me. I hope it works for you. I'll see you soon. I miss people.